anything better than snacking? I wish every meal was a snack. You'd wake up and have snack fist. At noon, you'd go for snunch. In the evening, sit down for a nice sninner and snizzert. But as my metabolism has been quiet quitting on me for the past 5 years, every snizzert goes straight to my snow waist. And while there's plenty of advice out there for managing those pesky snack cravings, none of them work because I don't want to do them. So what do you do when you don't want to do the things you need to do? You make it fun! Woo. That's why I don't do chores. I play hide and seek with my trash. I have a water fight with my forks. I play charades with my toilet. That one's not a chore. So how can I make eating less chocolate fun? With this, it's a game called Shoot the Moon, and it was created in the 1940s. The goal is to roll a steel ball uphill by moving 2 parallel rods apart or closer together. The further the ball goes, the higher your score. And I think I could replace the steel ball with a Malteser. For those who don't know, Maltesers are a crunchy chocolate-covered honeycomb ball, and they're delicious. I have knitting needles, and I have my favorite snack, Maltesers. I had to see if a Malteser could even roll. I tried a few times and it wasn't looking promising. Until... Yeah, I got it! A Malteser has never tasted so satisfying. I didn't just eat one, I earned it. This works. This is not a weird idea. Steve Jobs revolutionized the phone. I'm about to do the same for snacks. Now, I picked this game not based on whether it could be made, but whether I could make it. I'm somewhat crafty. When I was a kid, I would make cardboard furniture for my Barbies. I don't do that anymore. I have a job now. I buy my Barbie furniture. Vintage Victorian style bathroom, decent detailing. Nice. I started with the basic structure of the game by cutting out pieces of foam for the front and back to hold the knitting needles. And then I was done. Nice. Bye. Just kidding. Nothing's working. At this rate, I'm never gonna have a Malteser for the rest of my life. The key to getting the ball to roll is slow, subtle, and precise hand movements. So making the game is just as tricky because it needs to be perfectly calibrated or it won't work. It's not even moving. Everything from the tilt of the needles to the length of the track to the ball itself needed to be finely tuned. So I spent hours testing and tweaking. I'm gonna be here all night. And finally the next day, after a whole evening's work, turns out what I made is very dumb and bad and ugly. So we're gonna start it all over again. I may have overestimated myself. I got cardboard. Cardboard is a much sturdier material. Now you may be thinking, why don't you just make it out of wood, like the real game? I don't know the first thing about woodworking. Is it nails? Is that the first thing? I was a band kid. I played alto sax. One thing I wanted to add to the game was some sort of reset mechanism. You see, every time the ball fell, I would pick it up and place it back on the needles. And since it's chocolate, it would melt. Basically, I played with the balls too much and now everything's sticky. But before I get to that, I genuinely want to know, how do you cut a rectangle so that the opposite sides are the same length and the corners are 90 degrees? Because apparently, I can't do that. How do people do this? Surely the iPhone box is perfectly square. They're so off. The heck? That took so long. I think I have... Nope.
You can't just snap one on top of the other and trace that?
But how do I make the rectangle right in the first place? If you're ever cutting cardboard, always use a stencil. My goodness. Close enough. Anyway, I built that reset mechanism. So if you imagine this is the backside of the game, and then the Malteser drops down a slope, and then this needs to bring the Malteser back up to go back onto the needles. Nice! It's working! I glue all the walls together. The only thing left to do is put a ramp underneath the game so that when the ball drops, it rolls back to the reset mechanism. But this is when it all goes downhill. This slope here doesn't work. I just want this to be done. Dang it, I cut into it. I cut into it with the dinky little piece. I already glued this whole thing down. This sucks. My poor crafting skills begin snowballing and compounding into what I call exponential crappiness.
Every step of this process has been kind of harder than the next.
Every piece that was cut slightly too short, this method is like just not working. Every seam that was jaggedly glued. This project is, I'm losing it. Every uneven cut. No! Every corner that wasn't quite a right angle. God, no! I have to stop screaming. Joined forces to create an impossible nightmare of a situation. I fix one thing only to have something else break. Why? But finally, the game was done. I'm like really proud of this. But does it actually help me snack less? There was only one way to find out. This is the Malteser test. I will have 1 minute to consume as many Maltesers as I can to determine which one will make me eat less Maltesers. The Malteser game or no game? I'm excited. Okay, 1 minute on the timer. Go. Go! Okay. Come on. Yes. Okay. 1! Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah! 2. Oh. I'm quite good at it. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I squashed it. Some Maltesers are. Oh, it's time. Yeah, it works. Using the game, I ate 2 Maltesers and 20 without. But was it worth it? Here's the thing. When you have a silly idea and you execute it 100%, it's cool. Come to me! Yeah! Woo! It works, just not all the time. But when it does work, it's very cool, very satisfying. I set out to revolutionize the way we snack. But little did I know the biggest revolution was in myself. I guess that makes me a snack. Nom nom, nom nom.